Have you ever really stopped to think about how the phone in your hand or the coffee in your cup actually got to you? We're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden journey of pretty much everything you own. It's called the supply chain, and it's the secret story that connects you to the entire world.
Okay, so to get our heads around this massive system, let's follow something super simple. Just a single carton of orange juice. By the time we're done, you'll see this incredible global dance that brings that juice from a tree, maybe thousands of miles away, right into your kitchen.
All right, so every story has a starting point. And for our orange juice, that story begins way before it's even juice. We're going to trace it all the way back to the source and meet the key players who get this whole thing rolling.
Now, this whole process isn't just random, right? It's all guided by something called supply chain management, or SCM. You can think of it as the master plan, the conductor of a massive orchestra. It's all about coordinating every single player, the farmers, the factories, the delivery trucks, to get that product to you efficiently and on time.
The whole flow basically boils down to 4 key players, kind of like a relay race. First up, you've got the suppliers, the folks growing the oranges. They pass the baton to the manufacturers, who turn the fruit into juice. Then the distributors race it to the retailers, your local supermarket, who make that final handoff to you.
Okay, now let's step inside the factory. This is where the real transformation happens. But what drives it all is a huge strategic decision. How do you decide what to make? And, just as important, when to make it?
And this right here is a massive fork in the road. With the push model, our juice company makes 1 million cartons because they think you'll buy them. That's great for things made in huge batches. But with a pull model, they only make the juice after your supermarket actually places an order. This is perfect for custom products. And trust me, that one choice changes absolutely everything about how the supply chain works.
This brings up another classic dilemma: safety versus efficiency. A company could have a giant warehouse filled with tons of oranges. That's super safe, right? But all that cash is just sitting there, tied up in inventory. Or they could go with a just-in-time system, where supplies show up the moment they're needed. It's way more efficient, but it's also a high-wire act. One late truck could shut down the whole operation.
Okay, the juice is bottled, but it's totally worthless just sitting in a factory. Now the race against the clock really begins. This is the final, complex dance of logistics to get it from the factory to the store and finally into your hands. 24 hours. Can you believe that? For a lot of fresh products, that's the goal, from the factory floor to the store shelf in a day. Hitting that target takes a perfectly tuned orchestra of trucks, warehouses, and some seriously smart software. That's the heart of logistics.
And all this speed isn't just about convenience. When your order shows up on time every single time, it builds something really powerful: trust. That kind of reliability is what turns someone who bought from you once into a loyal fan for life.
So all these moving parts, the suppliers, the factories, the trucks, they don't just coordinate themselves. Not a chance. Behind it all, there's a mastermind, a high-level strategy that's using data and proven models to make the entire chain run like a well-oiled machine.
So how in the world do huge companies manage all this chaos? Well, many of them use a standard blueprint called the SCORE model. It just breaks the whole thing down into 5 manageable steps: plan, source, make, deliver, and handle returns. Think of it like a universal language for making any supply chain better.
Let's dig into that first step, plan. What's that about? It's really all about predicting the future. Companies use tons of data to forecast how much juice we're all going to buy next week. And they check their work. They see how close their guess was to what really sold. That's the deviation. By constantly crunching those numbers, they get smarter, they cut down on waste, and they make sure the juice is on the shelf when you want it.
And this is where things get really strategic, because today, the best supply chains are so much more than just fast and cheap. They're a competitive weapon. They're thinking about sustainability, like choosing eco-friendly partners. They're building in resilience. We all learned the hard way about having backup suppliers, right? And they have to be agile so they can switch gears in a heartbeat if everyone suddenly decides they want orange mango juice instead.
And ultimately, this is the real goal. A truly flexible supply chain can start to deliver customized products. Imagine ordering orange juice with the exact amount of pulp you like. That ability to innovate and tailor products just for you, well, that's what separates the good companies from the truly great ones.
So there you have it. Behind that simple carton of juice is this hidden world of global coordination, data science, and brilliant strategy, all working together to power our daily lives. Now that you've seen the whole journey, I bet you'll never look at a supermarket aisle the same way again.